Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're here in our Legion Nullsec adventure, searching for riches. We're here on our way towards the Stain region, or no, it was Esoteria. We're in Stain right now. The thing is, here we've got Sancha, and we've got a Legion. It's perfect for Sancha because of the reduced EM and thermal resist. We're going to be looking for DED sites and relic sites. Previously, we found a relic site, or a couple of relic sites even. They weren't that great. One of them was cherry-picked, and the other was subpar. So we'll continue on our trek. And there was also something I wanted to buy here. I wanted to buy a 50 MN micro warp drive because it'll enable us to go back and forward very quickly when we're doing the relic sites, and also when we're going from gate to gate in the case we were to get, for example, bubbled. So we'll launch probes, continue our search. Right now in real life, I've come home from work. I live slightly out on the countryside, so I get to work by using a bicycle. It's actually it's a good 40-45 minute journey. So it's a little on the long side, not something that I'm used to, but I'm actually starting to get more used to it, and it's actually really nice coming back after a long bike ride and being able to just chill and play a bit of EVE Online. I just love sitting back here in my ship, searching for riches in the vast universe of New Eden. Okay. Oh, there's a data site. Data site over there. No, we do not want those. We do want high tier data sites though, because the high tier data sites, they could be, for example, a ghost site. Say we were to have level 3, 4, they could be a ghost site. Ghost sites are really valuable. They can drop some really good loot. But the normal data sites, they're really bad. Okay, combat site, level 1, we don't want that because they're not going to be worth anything. Let's go to the next room. Make sure to recall my probes, even though now the game has a tendency to sort of just automatically recall the probes, but it's good to have it as a habit because I think if you log out when your probe's in space, they still can remain there and they can even despawn, so you'll lose probes, and you don't want that to happen. In fact, I think it might be what has happened here. It might be what has happened here because I've only got 8 probes. I have only got 8 probes, so we'll probably have to buy some from this station. I think this is some kind of trade hub in the middle of Nullsec. Let's see if we can find Sisters Core Scanner Probe. Yeah, exactly there. Where is it? In 37Z, 337S. Ooh, what's that cool anomaly? That looks really cool. I've never seen that before. What is that? Is there some effect in the system? Ooh, I'll take a picture of that. Really strange pink anomaly I've seen. I'm not sure what that is. If you guys know about it, let me know in the comments down below. But it's interesting if we're getting some new anomalies spawning in, because it can be a sign of an upcoming expansion. Because in 2014, 2015, they had that, I think it was the Drifter expansion. They had this star called Caroline Star. It was a star that exploded, and people noticed this in the skybox. That, oh, look, there's some kind of exploded star there. But the devs didn't mention anything about this in the news post. And then it was actually then sort of like a prequel to what was going to come. So when these Drifter story arcs, Drifter events occurred later, it was sort of to be a sign that that star explosion had something to do with the Drifters entering New Eden. Because I think they were doing some kind of experimenting on stars. Okay, let's scan these 2 signatures down. We've got some people in the system and Imperial, so I'm not too worried about that. This looks like it's a combat site of level 2. Okay, it could be something. It could be something. Not guaranteed. I think the 6 out of 10s that we're looking for. We're looking specifically for 6 out of 10s. They are level 2 or level 3, not level 1. I know that the 4 out of 10s, they are scanning level 2. But I'm not sure about the 6 out of 10s. Because there's a certain degree, like you can't have unlimited scanning levels, there's like all the way up to 10 out of 10, so it could also be that this is just happens to be 6 out of 10 as well, but this is military complex, so this is not what I want. Okay, let's go for this one. See if we can open this up. We can actually look for some rally point. Forsaken rally point. We want to find some rally points because the rally points are the ones that can escalate. So if we were to look for a very good kind of anomaly to just do some Sancha extermination, then it will be in a rally point. Okay, nothing there. Okay, nothing here. And put the cloak on. Sancha Mutilator, Sancha Torturer, Sancha Wraith, Sancha Slaughterer. These all have very intimidating names, but it doesn't really matter too much when you're facing them. They usually go down really quickly, especially those battle cruiser based ships. They have really intimidating names, but they're so easy to destroy. So, oh, I destroyed this ship with such an intimidating name. Like as if it was nothing. Ukis. Let's go to the system of Ukis. Forsaken Rally, Haven. Havens could be interesting, but we're not here to just get the ticks from these. We're here to get the DD size. Oh wait, I should wait until I warp just so I can deploy my probes. I can warp now maybe. Launch please, thank you. Put the full scan radius. There's 3 signatures here. It's a bit more than usual, 1 or 2. Or none. 13.5. When I see a signature that increases in percentage or scan strength so quickly, already in 8 AUs, then I usually know this. Not going to be really anything interesting. The most interesting thing it could be is if it's like a relic site level 1. Then that can still be something very good that we would want to go for. Combat site, yeah, we don't want to bother with that because there's nothing we've got to do there. And a level 1 one. If it was level 2, it would be a different story. Reduce scan size. Okay, this one seems to be a bit more difficult to scan down, so it could be something good. What is our sensor strength? Can check. Because I think it is pretty high when we've got the Covert Reconfiguration subsystem. It buffs. I believe that's the one that buffs your scanning quite a bit. Sisters, and it gives 115. Whoa, that's actually really high. Like level 4. Ooh, level 4. Data sci. Let's make the scan resolution a bit smaller. This level 4 one could be something big. Could see. Quite curious what it is. Let's make this just a tiny bit smaller. 0.25 AU. Should complete the scan. Okay, Central Sancha Datum. Oh, okay, it's not that great. This, oh, I mean, it is a high tier data site, but data sites in general don't drop much. Combat site, what level is this? Level 2? Okay, maybe. Possibly. I can check here online. What is the Sancha DD610? See if it is something decent. Okay, it's just a Sancha military complex, but we can see if it is a particular type of signature strength. 10% in Null. Okay, it doesn't say what level, but 10%. I'm guessing that is somewhat medium. Since there was one that was 2.5% as well, the one that's in low sec. Okay, got some people here. Sancha Sanctum. The highest tier of anomaly you can find, the Sanctums. And actually not that difficult because there's a bunch of battleships, so you just have something that is able to like keep enough speed and they'll all miss basically. But it is a lot of battleships, and if you're tanking everything at once, then there'll be a lot of damage. And there's also a lot of stuff to get through, so you're going to be spending a lot of time there. I wonder if we can see that pink anomaly anywhere. Can't see it anywhere. I'm really curious what that was. It reminded me a bit of the Doctor Who event where we saw a bunch of this like pink and purple stuff, like the colour of the skyboxes and those kind of filaments that we would do. Okay, we'll warp here. Deploy drones. Never worry that these Sanchas or the NPCs will take me on a game. Even if they can scram occasionally, but usually they have to get very close for that. So I never really worry about that. It would be very scary though if the NPCs they could bubble. If they could bubble, oof, that would be horrible. Make the scan size a tiny bit smaller. Okay, data site, what tier? Level 3. You can always check where it is. It could potentially be a ghost site. I think you can still have level 3 ghost sites as well. I'm not sure why they're called ghost sites, because you never see anywhere saying ghost in the name in-game, but everyone refers to it as that. I think it could be that because there's nothing there, but then if you run out of time, then the NPCs get you. They're sort of like the ghosts get you. but I've never seen any referral to that ghost in the game. But everyone refers to it as that. Central Santra Command Center. That sounds... Data site. Okay, yeah, there's not that good. I mean, it is a data site of higher tier, but still not what we want to get. Okay, let's reload. Probes. Three signatures here. Aligned to the gate. Let's do a quick warp. You can deploy probes only when you're not warping, so when you're in warp you have to then wait the full time to deploy them, so I should have actually deployed them before, but I can still reload them while I'm warping. That could save a bit of time. Okay, we'll stop here. No rally points. I'm finding surprisingly few rally points. Okay, combat site. Level 1. Level 1. Nothing we want there. We could consume one of these halcyon boosters. They do occasionally, I think they can give some scanning bonuses, but they seem to be mainly combat-based bonuses. Drone control range, yeah, nothing. Ooh, relic site, perfect. It's also a level 2 relic site, so it's one of the slightly better ones, not a mad level 1 one. We're also soon at our destination here to buy some new modules for our ship. There's not really that many new modules, it'll mainly be that MWD. Okay, Ruin Santra Temple site. Let's check this out. And also some new probes. See where they are. I hope this guy is not some saber cloaked up. But if it was a saber cloaked up, I think we would be able to destroy him. The only problem would be if he's too fast, he'll be able to out-track us, because we've not got much tracking assistance. Like, it's not we've got like Webifires or anything like that. So he could speed tank us and destroy us. If he's using artillery, I think that we might be able to get him. But if he's piloting well, he can still kite us with artillery or speed tank us with artillery. Let's see which is the closest one. We can go for these ruins. Let's go. So see here, we've got like 2 people in the system. This Afterburner is really showing why we need to have an MWD, because look at the speed. 500 meters a second is going to take us a really long time, and especially when there's people who could potentially be out there to kill you. All of these people could potentially be out here to get us. I want to minimize the time we are here at this site as much as possible. The more time we spend here, the more likely it is that they could scan us down and destroy us. Let's go for this ruins. What have we got here? You need to scan from time to time. I know you guys tell me that I don't descan enough. I need to scan from time to time so that I can see that someone is nearby. Okay, nothing there. Anything over there? Now that's guaranteed going to be something bad, but I'll open it anyway. Because there's so many of these really high HP antiviruses. So they will... Oh, the system core is around here because we found this virus. We found this antivirus in the middle of this region here. Okay. How are we going to do this? Because we will get destroyed straight away if we go for this. It does 60 damage and we've only got, I think, 40 HP. Nope, nothing there. Is there anything here? Okay, this could be an option. Oh, come on. It is over there. It is over there. Or the one that had this guy. Ah. Maybe. Maybe. Come on. Okay. We need a tiny bit more HP. Come on. That is a well done hack. We survived with 10 HP. Okay, great. Oh my gosh. A ruins that gave absolutely nothing. That was so anticlimactic. Okay. Let's go for the repair. Always good to use it straight away. Because you never know when you need those extra HP points. Just may as well get them while you can. Okay, that was something. 4 mil. Still nothing crazy, but it was decent. Let's go towards this other ruins. And now we'll see if we can find that system core. Dark octopus is out there. Beware. 1, 2, 3. I think the system core is somewhere nearby. Oh, no, not that one. That was horrible. Oh, there's the system core. Great. 32 mil. Oof. These are the kind of good ones that we want. Great. Because one of the most valuable materials you can get from these relic sites are the intact armor plates, because they're used for constructing Tech 2 and Tech 3 ships. And just in general, those ships are going to be costing a lot more than the Tech 1 variants of ships. So they're essential, and one of the few ways to get them is from these relic sites. I don't know if you can get them any other way, but at least this is one of the main ways to get them. So it's not like something you can just aimlessly mine. You have to specifically go out here, hack these canisters, and into dangerous areas of space to risk getting those intact armor plates. So that's why they are a little bit more pricier than your average salvage module or resource to produce ships. All these brave explorers exploring to give us our Tech 2 and Tech 3 ships. Okay, open this up. Oh, something. 1.8. Let's go to this remains. This temple reminds me a lot of the one that we see outside Jita. I think it is in fact the same model. It does feel a lot bigger though. It could be because I'm in a cruiser. This is the same or very similar model that we see outside Jita. I think also Amar. There is a monument in one of those two trade hubs, at least, that looks like this. I might be mixing them up because this is an Amar in monument, but I believe they do have a similar one near Jita. At least some form of monument, because they had this burn Jita event a very long time ago when people are angry at CCP for changes they made. So it's tradition that they go and fire their fireworks at that monument. I'm not sure if it's this monument or a different one, but there's at least a monument outside Jita where you can unleash your rage. Okay, let's go for something great, getting some bonuses straight off the bat. Okay, there's the system core, great. Open this up, not so much. Remains. It was a remains here. Remains like the second tier of canisters you can hack. Ruins are the best, rubble is the third. And then there's debris, it's like fourth worst. You don't even find it here because they're that bad. You only find them in high sec and maybe low sec, but mainly in high sec. That's a pretty horrible one. The one that buffs every other antivirus HP. And I can't really seem to locate the system core because it seems a really awkward grid we've got. There it is. Okay, open this up. This 100k, okay. Next system. Mordak. Let's see if he is someone who might want to kill us. I don't know, he's a bit unsure. Sometimes you can tell by these people, just look at their profile picture and you know that they're out there to kill you. They look like nasty people who are out there to kill you. Often they'll be wearing often they will be looking at you in a stranger angle because they really want to pretend to look intimidating. And that's the trend with all the pirates you find in nullsec and lowsec. Forsaken, we're going to scan these down. A lot of Forsaken rally points, but no normal rally points. A lot of signatures. You need to be a little bit careful because we are approaching this trade hub, and it's a trade hub in nullsec. So it's bound to have a lot more activity than our average nullsec system. It means that there's very likely going to be a lot more campers or people out there to get us. So we probably should activate our cloaking device just in case. Relic site? Okay, we've got a relic site going on. Let's get there. Let's get this and see if we can make a bookmark. And make a bookmark, warp out. So we can warp to the canisters quickly. Just when we get in range. There we go, so we got one bookmark over there. There it is, so we can warp in and... Oh, it's only 73 kilometers away. Ah. Is it? No, but they're far away though. I wonder if we could perhaps warp to some of these canisters from that bookmark, since it's like 70 kilometers away and these are 80, 70 kilometers away from us. Maybe, possibly. It's a big trek here. Go for this ruins first. This is likely to have better stuff. Or nothing, as we saw before. Okay, combat site. Level 3. Wonder what that could be, because I don't think a 6 out of 10 is level 3, but it might be. I don't think it is. What is this? Sanja Prison Camp. Oh, it's an 8 out of 10. But 8 out of 10 is not that great. Not worth the time. They take way too long to do. You may as well just go for these anomalies for how little they pay. See, how far away is that bookmark? Can we warp to it? Because it needs to be 150 kilometers away to warp to it. Not really. It's unfortunate. Because it would have been really nice to have a bookmark that we could just warp to and then warp back to Catalyst, then warp out, then warp in, warp out, then warp in. And seeing where strike is really that easy. You can go for this remain since it's right next to us. Okay, let's open this up, 1.7. Let's reload these probes. It's hard to get through this one. No. Repair tool, great. Get some extra HP. This is the ruins. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. They're usually more difficult, the ruins. They've got a bigger grid, more annoying antiviruses. There's a lot of these high damage ones and then suppressor one as well. Repair tool. Great. Oh, we're screwed. There's something over there though. Oh, got a Manticore attacking us. Manticore attacking us. Let's try to go away from him. Overheat. Overheat. We've got Sins and Lokis. Okay, Sins and Lokis. We're getting ganked. Okay. We are quite screwed. Oof. Okay, can we warp now? No, we can't. Okay, there's a Loki over here. The armor repairs. Oof. Yeah, we're getting pretty royally screwed. Oh. Yeah, that was what happens when you don't pay much attention in nullsec. The problem here was that there was a Manticore, and he's cloaked. So even though we did descan, we can't really see him. So he is actually there's not really much we could do apart from being maybe have researched a bit more the people in the system. Oh, that was a bit unfortunate. But I guess it wasn't a too expensive Loki, so that was a lot they did there. They took a whole Loki and Sin. It was a battleship they deployed. But that's the first time I've ever been dropped actually by a Covert Ops cloaking device or Covert Ops Sinusoidal field. The Manticore was destroyed. I'm glad about that. We managed to get one kill. Ooh, we got one kill, but it was not enough. Not enough. If we had killed the Manticore quicker, he wouldn't have been able to grab the Sinusoidal field. If I had maybe paid attention, I would have seen him earlier. Maybe he did decloak, and then he attacked me because I only realized when he attacked me because I heard the sound. I didn't actually look at my overview as per usual. Ah, that's a bit unfortunate. Our adventure cut short. Didn't even manage to do DED site. Got a few relic sites. If you guys have any tips how you could improve that kind of situation, let me know in the comments down below. Because I felt like this kind of gank right here is hard to avoid because you've got the cloaking, so you can't descan him. Really, an option would be just to not do any relic sites if people insist them. That's what I have heard some people do. And I guess you can always do them, but then you've got that risk. And you can, I mean, I've done many times relic sites in a system with other people in them, never got ganked. But then eventually you will in these kind of situations. So I think that what we could improve upon is to not do relic sites when we've got people in the system. Otherwise, if you've got any other tips to kind of avoid these Covert Ops ganks, let me know. I'm quite curious. So Legion Adventure cut short. That was a bit of a fail. We'll have to try this again some other time. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's enough for now. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.